Today I'm making blueberry cookies with lemon drizzle, and here are the ingredients that we need. 1 cup of sugar, a half a cup of butter, 1 egg, 2 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. I'm using real lemon. And also you need a cup of dried blueberries. So these are the ingredients that we need, so let's get started. Alright, the first step that we're going to do is we're going to cream the butter and the sugar. So I'm going to take the butter and pop it into our KitchenAid mixing bowl, and I'm going to pop in all the sugar. And I'm using the paddle for this, so I'm going to set this up and we'll get this going. Alright, that looks pretty good. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my egg. And I always like to crack my egg into a bowl before I pour it in to a larger bowl like this, just in case you get a piece of shell. So I'll just crack that open. It's a good habit to get into because it's a lot easier pulling out a little piece of shell in here rather than the large bowl. So just a little tip. Just wash my fingers off here. Alright, so let's get our mixer going again. And we'll pop the egg in. And we'll let that go, and I'll be back. I'm just going to let this mix up just a little bit. Alright, now this is all nicely come together, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the rest of the ingredients that we have here. Just pop everything in. And the lemon juice. We'll get that going. Now at this point what I'm going to do, I still have the blueberries to go in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I want to get this on camera, I'm going to take the blueberries and I'm going to put them into my bowl. I'm going to take a little bit of the flour, just so that we can mix this around. Now I'm going to take the rest of the 2 cups of flour, I'm going to get all of that in, and we'll get this going. Let me just move it back in so we can see it on the camera. I also have my oven going at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Now here is our mixture. So all I did was I took a little bit of the flour of our 2 cups, our original 2 cups of flour, and I just dumped it in here. And why did I do that? Well, that's just to gently coat all of the blueberries so that they don't stick together when they're in the actual batter. Because we want to form our cookies and we want to have the blueberries equally, spread over the actual, the whole dough. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to dump all of this in one shot, and then we're just going to quickly mix this up, and then they're ready to, we're ready to go to the next stage. So I'll get this going. And that's it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to clean up my work area and I'll be back. So what I could do is I could take some and put it on some plastic wrap. And what I'll do is just gently roll it up. The consistency of this is very much like a shortbread, something you would make at Christmas. If you look at one of my other videos, I have the same kind of technique that I'm using here that I do for, oh, that's good, my other cookies. It all depends on how much work you want to do. A lot of people might want to roll something out, roll out the dough and cut shapes, but this is a great way to go, and it's so easy and it really saves a lot of time. So there we go. So what we could do with this one here is we can put that in the fridge. So I'm going to pop that in the fridge, and we'll try these ones out later. All right, I got my little ice cream scoop here. So what we're gonna do is just take a little bit of cookie dough and we're gonna pop it down. And get another one. Just pop them onto your tray. Get another one down there. There we go. All right, so let me just move these around. So I'm gonna pop these in the oven, 375 degrees, and for about 11 minutes. So I'm gonna pop these in and we'll be back. So here are my cookies that I just took out. These are the ones that I used the scoop on. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some up from my refrigerated roll and I'll show you those. Alright, so here's our little dough. So continue on doing this and I'll be back. Alright, I've got my cookies here. I'm going to bake these at 375 degrees for about 11 minutes. So what I'm going to make here is a little topping for our cookies, and this is called lemon drizzle. So what you're going to do is you're going to take half a cup of confectioner's sugar and you're going to dump that into a bowl, and I've got a tablespoon of real lemon. And I'm going to pop that in there, and I'm going to take a fork and I'm going to gently mix this. So we're going to use that to put on top of our cookies after. Alright, here are our cookies right out of the oven. These have been in the oven for exactly 10 minutes at 375 degrees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get those off the sheet. So there we go. So we'll let those cool and we'll be back later. Now I'm going to take my lemon drizzle that we made earlier and I'm just going to get it on a fork here. And what you can do is you can just gently go over the tops of the cookies like this. This is totally optional. You don't have to do this. You might not want this much sweetness on top of a cookie. Some people like it, some people don't, but it's up to you. But it's got a nice little flavor to it. And we'll just do a little bit more. There we go. Alright, so those are those. I'm going to wait for my other cookies to cool and we'll drizzle those as well with the lemon drizzle, and I'll be back later. Alright, our cookies have cooled right down now and I have my lemon drizzle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix it so that it's nice and mixed. And then I'm just going to take it and we're going to start drizzling over the cookies. Do whatever kind of design you want. It doesn't really matter. So again, this is confectioner sugar and lemon juice. The real lemon I'm using out of the bottle. And a little bit more here. And there you have it. So there's our finished product. Blueberry cookies with lemon drizzle. So try out that recipe, let me know how it goes, and I'll see you next time. And please subscribe to my Bake Like a Pro YouTube channel and also click that notification bell to be alerted every time I upload a brand new video. If you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. On the screen now, you can choose a video to watch, or you can also click and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thank you once again for taking time out of your day to watch my video. I really appreciate it.